Hello, beautiful souls. So I'm just going to read something I wrote because people don't really usually read posts because they don't always sign up for like all info. Excuse me while I adjust because I'm in a weird place in the car. And I need a second, sorry. I'm going to just read what I wrote. So I entitled this, and I will mark the song for the writers, astral and physical, who write these things, but I titled it, All Your Friends Are Heathens, Take It Slow. And if you want to know the rest of that song, look it up. I'm going to end up putting it in the info when I explain what this is about, this reading is about, this vlog, this video. So here we go. Jesus couldn't have been born full of the Spirit. Everybody always argues about this. Then he'd be an avatar. Duh. Do you think children are not born full of the light and the Spirit? It is here that destroys the heart and the soul, the connection to the light of wisdom, of the crown. It's funny how when you call people out for astral projecting, they want to know who your teacher and your gods are, right? There is a warning that they do not know themselves. I'm not a part of something. I'm a living Atman guru. I am not a talking head. I am a sovereign being. I do not take a netter and worship one netter, one elemental, or one human being and call that my God. And that's how I've saved my life and how I've healed myself. I have not taken on, because when I have, I've had to get rid of them, worms, parasites, and wormholes from the astral realm. There's no need to do that because your soul space is the complete connection to the Atman Guru and the super soul, the soul in the astral realm. 222. In balance, you are all that, and you do not need to go out of yourself and outside yourself for anything. Why? Because if you switch places with an astral being or a talking head, eventually you will be stuffed in a corner somewhere in your body, as I've explained before, and then the astral things will be you because you gave them permission to be so that you could learn from them. And I've explained before how gurus and religions and the flesh here do that. Why? Because the astral beings don't want to lose their wormhole to this place. As our light and our power increases, we don't need them anymore. Excuse me, I'm going to just put up my windows because I've got a crowd of people coming by so we can both keep our space. Excuse me. So I get a little heated about when I finally found a channel that I love and 333, people right away start in with the dark stuff. And a lot of people will say that they're into darkness or talk about dark stuff, but they're not going to tell you where they get their wisdom and their power and their energy from because they don't believe they are that or all of everything. And even if they say they are, as many of these astral garbage entities, worms, will do, they don't have the power that the human soul does. And even the astral have told me, the beings and the demons or jinn or astral crap in other people pretending they're gods, which are egregores, they will tell you that, yeah, the biggest weapon in the universe is the living soul. It's why they feed off of it for light. This is why children are offed. This is why children are tormented by parents who are ignorants or ignoramuses. So let me keep on reading. It's here that destroys the heart-soul connection to the light of wisdom of the crown. It's funny how when you call people out for astral projecting, to you, they want to know who your gods and your teachers are because they don't know themselves. I am not part of anything. I'm a living Atman Guru, meaning I am the everything. Not I am that, I am the everything. I'm an Christed being. I am not a demigod. I am a creator alive and moving through me, which is called the Holy Ghost, the spirit of all souls, the spirit of all living, the spirit of all anyone ignited in a human body experiencing this here now. And this, bowing to my soul, is all that I care about. The rest comes through continual bowing to the soul. Do you see, dark witches, warlocks, and astral beings cannot comprehend this. And yes, I did get involved in all this from doing alchemy, which the point in being is to live forever, but you are a forever living being. You are that. They can't comprehend and if you give them a foot, these talking heads, these astral projectors, they'll try to take your light and your chi, because that is how they feed astral entities. They believe that everything and everyone is a predator. There is no light for their primordial soul, meaning they have to get it elsewhere, not from their soul, because they have a worm that's feeding off of that. If I were Harry Potter, I'd just say expecto patronum. But I have to say, shine the love of Ra and Ptah over the Myra of your soul, the woman. And please, STFU. And I don't mean stuff it, but yeah, in a roundabout way. You are the king. You are the emperor, and that is the shortcut to master all the elements of the netter and the elements of nature. That you are. Is that too simple for you astral beings out there? Yeah, it is. Go love yourself. It's why they kicked me out of the astral planes and said that to me, because they knew I was too in love with my soul now and I didn't need to travel out there. And I'm not in love with traveling out there, and I don't care anymore because I'm in love with me, with my soul, with my eternal being. So love your chaos, your unawakened soul, and birth the new earth and its king. It is the emperor. It is the empowerer. You may not feed off my light. You are not my mirror. My soul is my mirror. Are you yours? If you need my light, then in that case, you are not alive. You are dead. Bow to your soul. Quickie, but yeah, that's the kind of stuff I write in my posts. Still learning, still bowing to the soul, still have met the Ra, become the Ra, but I'm not always able to stay the Ra because people want to feed off Ra and kill Ra like they do with every enchrysted being. Because the parasites that are rampant, which I channeled about, which are ending in this age, and we're all going back to hearing God as us, through us, as all of that. So these astral beings won't have access to us, and they're pissed because they want to make up their little world of stories and their religions, religion of Roman BS and astral BSs. And wow, there can't be the truth of bowing to your soul and being so bright and shiny and being the Ra that no predator who is against the Ra, the Ptah, can come in and cut you down. Yeah. So people wonder, Once upon a time, we were all these beings who just knew everything and walked with everything. We were like migrating birds. Spirit told us what to do all the time. Our pineal glands worked. Well, what happened? We fell. We fell. The earth fell. The ages fell. The energy of the original souls fell. And that's how ages are here. There's entropy everywhere. The thing is when you speed up entropy as in end times, and these parasitical things do, without knowing that they're actually, in a way, doing what they shouldn't be doing. They can't help it because that's what they are, and that's what they're created to do. And so they can't stop their feeding and their addictions, just like humans can't. And so they come feed off of us, and they bring about their own entropy quicker. So this wormhole and these wormholes in humans and in people, in black mages and archons and people who have taken on parasites and archons, major one out there right now is the one with a cock head and snake legs. If you just think about that form, it explains to you what it is, you with your head cut off, and you're just this warring creature now, a parasite who's taken over you. Nothing against your gods, because from every symbol, people have created egregores. So the original symbol's not wrong. It's explaining something to you. You're just allowing an egregore that someone else has made it into you, minister to you, and to become part of you instead of bowing to your source and your soul. So as entropy speeds up, and the time here speeds up for the new age and the destruction that comes for these entities and these astral things that live within people and heads of state and the old elites that have experienced the entropy from being here for so long that they've become so devolved that they've got to go kill every little shiny light they can find to try to find the perfect light, which happened to me. They're like, finally got to the point where they're like, oh, we can't kill you, you're a chosen one. Like, chosen for what? You to sacrifice, because that's what you got to do with these things in the end, and that's what they do shit, shite, excuse me. They're they're astral shite. So all in all, this is part of the age, and people doing this dumb stuff to themselves are just part of the storyline. They're NCPs, they're not living souls. They could be if they chose to bow to it. There is never a completely lost soul or a completely whatever until the astral beings and worms have taken over the body so much that if you literally stood there and called them out, that person would turn into a pile of worms in front of you. That story's in the Bible. Talk about Herod the Great. So if I'm calling my kings correctly, who was an Edomite, who was also are all Jews and Arabs who were of the same brotherhood, Israelites, Isis, Ra, El, the original lights, the Neter, the gods, who are just people who know the secret practices of Egypt, as Moses did, 1:333, he knew everything. It's just sad. It's just sad to watch these people, or to have them show up in your bedroom at night and try to feed off of you, and you just got to be like, I love you, soul, I don't care about anything going on around me. I just want to sleep. I literally have to say to things, S up. I just want to sleep. Just shut up. Just go away. I want to sleep. I don't care about you. I don't care about your storyline. I don't care about how big your following is on YouTube. I don't care. Do you want the real light? Do you want the real truth? Do you want to become actualized, or do you need to follow a God? Oh my God, and who's your God? Oh, my friends, the heathens. Who's your God? What's your MO? What are you doing? Who are you going to take? Are you going to take my worm? Are you going to take my spirit? You can't have my spirit. I don't want your shite, because it literally is shite to me. I come back to these heathens and I try to love them, and what do? Immediately they try to kill me. They'll literally set up their friends to touch me and try to take my energy and think, oh, I'm going to manifest stuff with Sheila's energy and life force. I'll tell you what you're going to manifest, but I can't say it here. So I warned you, that's what it is to be an emperor and a king. You speak and therefore it is, and sorry, but you're going to lose the spirit if you have astral garbage and you don't know your own soul. It's just entropy. It's just the rise of the real gods and the fake external leaving. Okay? So the generations of root races, when I have time, I will get back on here and speak about that. Right now, I got to take my daughters grocery shopping because they are not actualized and they still need a mom to take care of them, though they're pretty damn near in their 30s. Why? Because we all got involved with these astral worms because our ancient family was involved in these astral worms, and these mystery schools speak demonic and curses over their family lines, and they don't care for how long that lasts as long as they get somewhere. And I'll tell you, the pole to their exit is generally cancer, and that's not a bad thing, but we'll just put it that way. Generally, what you get from joining some mystery schools is that crab. It is that death. It is the astral to the ma, which is the external soul is still in chaos. You came to this earth to be in this plane, this causal plane, and you should be happy for it. But it's torment here. Why? Because there's so many astral worms and so many ignorant NPC souls that are dead and asleep. And as the Christ consciousness rises in the earth and the energy rises in the earth as it does us, it's going to force these people to either go cuckoo or bow to their soul. And all the astral projections and all the you trying to figure out what I'm projecting ain't gonna work, because the only true projection is the soul. How do you organize chaos? You speak with the pata over the soul and you say, I love you Sheila, I love you Joe, I love you Jane, I love you Jamie, all these JJ names, J names, I'll just say that. But anyways, I am not the she naga, and I am not the Bane she, I am the she la, as in Allah, la. Okay? La. Look it up. It's just another wormhole for the name goddess, which means you're emperor of your own soul here on earth. You don't need anybody else or anything else. Though it's beautiful when you have other things and other people to talk about what you love to and with. So, I might have sounded a little aggravated, but yeah, I think, like all my friends are heathens, take it slow. And wait for them to ask you where they're going. Because they don't know. They're following an astral projection. And they're tormented. And so, my heathen friends, I know you come to the light. But you're coming to the wrong one. Bow to your soul. My light is my perfection. Your soul is your perfection. Nobody has it. Nobody took it. The astral shite might have pressed you down below the neck, cut off your head, which churches do. You're that cross, okay? Everything is that cross in order from chaos. You are that, but you're not the religion of that. You're the internal of that. And people will hate you and try to off you for bringing about the truth of the soul, because they want people to suffer, because the astral shite needs suffering, because they're worms and that's what they feed off of, death. The death of what? Your soul. So they will also press you down until you're in the knees and the ankles, the lower parts. I've talked about that. Other scriptures talk about the lower parts and where these entities force you into. You're never dead, but you may be so consumed by their foolishness that you don't know who you are anymore. You're just them. You're just that. You're not everything via the soul, so you're not at peace because you skipped the heart space, which I've talked about in other videos. You skip the heart space. You want someone else's soul, someone else's heart space. You want to fill your ship, your Egyptian ship, which it wasn't talking about that. cults have made it into that, and you want to fill your astral body and your chakra with 7 souls, 10 or 12, or as many as you can, as many crows as you can, and demons as you can, and gods as you can, and get them to serve you, because you don't know how to serve yourself by being king of your soul. It's that simple. All these greats that you follow, though, they went through the mystery school, 33rd degrees of cutting off the head from the rest of the body. That's your silver cord, by the way. And I know I said in another thing it's here, but it is. It's here and it's here. It's not just the head and the spine. That's the way you kill a giant external, by the way. You sever the head from the spine. That's how you get the demon, you know? There's just so many stories and storylines. But there always are parallels, okay? And the astral parallels the reality. But the reality is bow to your soul and you'll get all the answers, okay? So I gotta go. Take my girls shopping. So have a beautiful day, beautiful souls. And, you know, I realize that all I tend to be speaking to is heathens. So changing up my script here in my channel to align with that. And I kind of feel like it's just more my calling, and it's just more love. And you know, if somebody asks me, or a spirit tells me to correct myself, like it was saying about the silver cord and the bowl being the skull and the spine being the silver cord, demonics worship that, which is why they drink out of skulls and have to conquer the 33rd degrees of the spine and the cord. And I'm not dissing your religion or the way you access your legion, but I'm telling you, this one's more important. This one's more important. So while you see illuminates with they're putting the triangle over the heart space, they see through the heart. And I don't just see through the heart. I see through the raw. Because the heart gives the raw, and then the raw gives the crown. And then the crown makes one live as the eternal alchemist. Not a unholy ghost, but a Holy Ghost moving ever on. I don't care if I'm giving away too many secrets and you don't like it. You're never going to find my God. Because I am my God. You know, if you want to worship me, I'm the green goddess. Yeah, I've had the 7 chakras taken down, and I've had to earn the 7 chakras back. I've been through hell and back. I've done all the mystery school BS, and I will tell you, quite frankly, it's BS. So, bow to your soul. And do your breath work and meditation. 100%, of course. Because you can see, even while I talk to you over the last few days, my youth and my flesh and my energy returning to me. Do the same for yourself, and don't come and ask me who my God is and try to take my soul and my light out of me in the astral realms, because I'm going to cut your silver cord from your bowl, and your spirit's going to leave your body, and you're going to have to earn your shite back just like I did. So please do not play games with me, because every soul is a dragon. Don't wake the dragon, because mine is not chaos. Mine is actualized, and mine is the king of this earth. And so can yours be. Thank you.